So after loading the data from the web page and doing the transformation to form a big data table here, you probably want to rename them. Okay, just double click on the table and rename to a more informative name, population 1950 to 1980. For this table 3, I'm going to rename it population 1985 to 2015. And for this one, population 2020 to 2050. That's going to be more informative, of course. And for the last one, it's going to be the combined all the years available. Population 1950 to 2050. So now I have this data sets renamed. I also want to kind of verify whether the data look okay or not by just constructing a simple zero. Okay, so I'm going to use a stacked column chart. I'm going to kind of show me for different countries what does their population looks like. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to have population as the y-axis and the country as the x-axis. All right, so now I have a simple zero, and you can take a look. And there's a few problems we need to kind of solve before making a better zero. First of all, notice the y-axis is the sum of the population, because here we have, for each country, we have several years. Okay, so the zero actually takes all the years population and sum them together. So for each country, you have the summation of all the years population, which doesn't really make sense. Okay, so we want to have a slicer to help us just focus on a particular year, right, instead of the entire range of years. So just click outside of the existing zero and go creating a new slicer. Okay, so yes, slicer here, I'm going to use the field year as the field for this slicer. Okay, here I only look at this data set, population 1950 to 1980. Okay, you can of course do a zero for the entire data range, I mean the sample period from 1950 to 2050. Okay, but here I just want to illustrate the point, so I look at this smaller data set and I will just have the several years to choose from. Okay, so if I choose say 1980, then this will gonna show me the population data for each country for this particular year instead of a summation. And you also probably want to rename the zero's title. Instead of calling it sum, you just want to call it population by country. Make it shorter. Okay, and also for the y-axis and the x-axis, you probably also want to change their name. So here, rename for this zero population. Yes, and again here, rename for this zero. Right click, rename for this zero, and just make it shorter. Okay. Okay. So now the zero looks better. Well, this still yeah. Get rid of the parentheses. Okay, but you notice here the word actually is here. the entire world population is actually one of the observation here. We probably don't want to have this here because we want to see for just each country, not the entire globe, right? So you can of course do that through a filter. So filter on this zero. So instead of choosing all the countries, you probably wanna first select all and roll it down to unselect the world. So here the world, unselect it. Now you have the population for each countries for year 1980. That looks much better. So lastly, if you're satisfied with kind of the visual and the data transformation, you can just save this file by clicking on File and Save As and choose a right folder. You can browse this entire device and find the right folder to save this file as a Power BI file.